Hello students, welcome to my channel and please take a moment to subscribe to my channel if you want to gain full concept of any topic you want. So hello students, welcome to the biology class, and in this class we learn about the topic sinusitis. Sinusitis is the infection of the upper respiratory tract. This means that sinusitis is a disease or disorder or an infection that occur in nose and the nasal cavity, which is the part of upper respiratory tract. So sinusitis is the infection of upper respiratory tract. The sinusitis is the inflammation of nasal sinus that may be acute or chronic. The sinus are the holes in the skull between the facial bone. First of all, we learn about the third line, that the sinuses are the holes in the skull between the facial bone, meaning that sinuses are the holes, the whole cavity that are present in the skull, means that it is present in the skull between the facial bone. Between the facial bone means that they are present around our mouth and nose area, so they are present between the facial bone. So now we learned that what is sinus. Sinuses are the holes that are present. The sinuses are the holes that are present around our nose, mouth or head area. And now we learn what is inflammation. Inflammation is a physical condition in which any part of the body becomes swell or reddish. So when any part of the body becomes swell, we feel the pain. So the swelling of any part of the body is inflammation. So sinusitis is the swelling of nasal sinus, mean that sinusitis is the swelling of the holes that are present around our nose. Since it's nasal sinus, so it is the holes that are present around our nose. Sinusitis is the inflammation or the swelling of the holes that are present around our nose, and that may be in acute condition or chronic condition. Acute condition means that the person have to survive for a very small time and recover from it and become normal. But chronic condition means that the condition become very severe and the person has to take a lot of treatment to recover from it, and it take a very long time. So if a person has acute sinusitis, so the person have to recover after 2 to 8 weeks and the person become normal. But if the person has chronic sinusitis, mean that the person has to survive for a very long time and has to take a very long treatment to recover from it. So chronic condition means that a severe condition. Now we learn about the causes of sinusitis, mean that the condition that occur which led to sinusitis. So first of all, it is caused by cold or wet climate. As we usually know that the people usually sneeze a lot in winter seasons or when the monsoon season occur or when the weather changes. So it is also caused by this, that it is also caused by cold and wet climate. Pollution, we know that a lot of microorganisms are present in the air, and when we inhale it, many of the pollution come inside our body and fluctuate our system. So it is also caused by pollution, dust, smoke, overcrowding means then when a lot of people are present in the same place and they inhale and exhale. Some people smoke and smell, some people, example, do not brush their teeth. So when they inhale and exhale, they passes their air inside each other, so it also led to sinusitis. Or if any person is affected with sinusitis, they can lead to sinusitis in another person. So it is also caused by overcrowding. Dental infection means that any infection that are present inside our mouth or in our teeth or around our teeth. Viral infection means that any virus that can come inside our mouth or inside our nose and goes inside our body and become infected inside our body, so it is the viral infection. So these are all the causes that led to sinusitis. Now we learn about the symptoms of the sinusitis. Symptoms mean that any condition that are occurring to show that something is happening than the normal condition of our body and can lead to some disease. So these are the symptoms. The symptom of sinusitis are fever, we feel illness inside our body, we are down, so they are fever. Nasal obstruction means that we do not inhale or exhale like a normal person, but there are some hurdles that become inside our nose and we are become unable to inhale or exhale. Raspy voice means that our voice become heavy than it usually is. Pus like nasal discharge. It means that a heavy or a thick mucus or liquid that comes from our nose is a nasal discharge. Loss of sense of smell means that we become unable to smell anything. Facial pain or headache. Headache means that the pain in our head, and facial pain is the pain of our face. Now we learned about the treatment that is of sinusitis. If the sinusitis is caused by bacterial infection means that if any kind of bacteria come from inside our nose and goes inside our body, and some infection is occurred by bacteria and led to sinusitis, so it is the bacterial infection that led to sinusitis. And the doctor usually prescribe in this condition to patient antibiotics and sulfa drugs. Antibiotics and sulfa drugs are same. Antibiotics are original medicine, while sulfa drugs are artificial antibiotics made in industries. So antibiotics and sulfa drugs are usually prescribed to the patient to recover from sinusitis. Beside it, the doctor usually prescribe nebulization. Nebulization is the steaming of the nose, so that any part of the nose that is swell or any obstruction or anything that is present inside the nose that led to hurdle in inhaling or exhaling, the nebulization or the steaming of our nose recover our nose from all these obstructions and led to faster recovery of the person from the sinusitis. I hope you like the video and you have cleared all the concept about this topic. If you have any queries related to this topic, you can tell me in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe to my channel.